Well, some interesting January 6th security camera footage has been uncovered, so let's get into it. So, in case you weren't paying attention, we just watched Kamala Harris exit the Capitol building a whole 2 hours before any protesters even showed up at the Capitol. That's right, all those people from January 6th that were charged with felony charges for entering the Capitol building and attempting to disrupt Congress, well, guess what? Congress had already finished up and left 2 hours before any of the protesters showed up. So you can't legally claim that these people disrupted Congress when Congress had left by the time they had showed up. And that's why a lot of these people from January 6th are getting felony charges, is because the DOJ is trying to say, well, these people attempted to interrupt an official federal proceeding. When you just saw the video right here for yourself, no, they didn't. Not only that, we also have this other clip here. Check this out. And as you can plainly see, that is a man dressed in civilian clothing, wearing just a regular old hoodie and a mask, walking around inside the Capitol building, talking with police officers, and he seems to get directed to go somewhere else. And he does. But what's even more interesting is if you check the timestamps on this video, that man is inside the Capitol building 10 minutes before any single one of the protesters ever got inside the Capitol building. That's right, there is a quote-unquote civilian inside the Capitol building before any quote-unquote civilians were able to get in. Very suspicious if you ask me. In fact, I would say this might be even video evidence that federal agencies had agents on the ground that day that were participating in the protest. The federal government is lying. The DOJ is lying. The FBI is lying. Here, we have the video proof. You saw it for yourself. Who are you going to believe? Your own lying eyes? Or the idiots that tell you that this video doesn't exist or it doesn't show what it actually shows? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that the FBI is still arresting people for this. People are still getting put in jail for this. People are still sitting in jail for this. The one guy called the QAnon shaman, the guy that had the buffalo horns that was inside the Capitol, that I'm sure everybody remembers the pictures from, he sat in solitary confinement for 3 years. For what? Why? He's a U.S. Navy veteran. That's right. We just put a veteran through what I would consider to be inhumane torture. And for what? What crime did he commit? Oh, that's right. He trespassed, and then he stood on top of Nancy Pelosi's desk, even though we've seen the footage of the Capitol Police giving him a literal guided tour around the Capitol on that day. So yeah, real scary and dangerous insurrection right there. Watch out, guys. These people were trying to overthrow the government, apparently. At least that's the lie the media wants you to believe, but we all saw the truth right here. It's the own government who's trying to pretend like we're trying to overthrow the government. Why? So that they can give themselves more emergency powers, so that they can get away with more ridiculousness. This has got to stop. No taxation without representation. Abolish the IRS, abolish the CIA, abolish the FBI, abolish the NSA, abolish the ATF, and go ahead and add a few more. If you can think of some more, leave them in the comments and we'll make sure that we get those abolished too. That's the news for today, guys. To help me hack the algorithm, make sure you leave a like on this video. And if you want to get notifications of my uploads, then go follow me on Rumble because YouTube has shadow banned me.